right? And its past participle also is cooked. And the irregular verbs, like what? Like go, for example. The past is went, and the past participle is gone. Right. These are the three forms of the verb irregular. Go, went, gone. Eat, ate, eaten. Speak, spoke, spoken. These are all irregular verbs. But the regular verbs like cook, the infinitive, cooked, the past end in ed, and cooked, the past participle also end in ed. If you look at the helping verbs, here we find, for example, cook, this is the infinitive, and cooked, this is the past, and cooked is the past participle. Right, we see that the infinitive is cook, and the past is cooked, and the past participle is cooked. When we come to the helping verbs, we find them as follows. Right? To be. We have verb to be, right, in the helping verbs. Like what? Am, are, is, were, and been. These are the helping verb, and the first one is the verb to be. We see also in the helping verbs, we have to do. Verb to do, we get what? Do, did, does, and done. This is the verb to do. We have this. And verb to be, we have this. And verb to have, right, which is composed of have, has, and had. Right, these are the helping verbs. Verb to be, verb to do, verb to have, and the main verbs can be categorized into two main parts: regular verbs and irregular verbs. And of the regular verbs and irregular verbs, we have the infinitive, the past participle. Our lesson for today is going to be about, and also we have the modal auxiliaries here. We have the modals here. We have modals like those like must, shall, and so on. Will, would, or not. But our concern, our lesson for today is going to be about the infinitive with to. Infinitive with to. By infinitive with to, we mean that verb in its infinitive form, right, preceded with the preposition to, right, to and the verb. And we use the infinitive with to. It's used when it is preceded by some certain verbs, right? When we find some certain verbs, we find infinitive with to after them. For example, we say next week, right, I've decided to visit my uncle, for example, right? Decided to visit. So the verb decide is one of the verbs that is followed by the infinitive with to. Okay. Yeah, the verb decide, one of the verbs that followed with the infinitive with to, and also we have afford. Also, one of the verbs followed with the infinitive with that, with to, and also you have plan. Right? I plan to do my what, and also expect. Right? There are so many verbs, and also hope, learn, right? Many verbs, all refuse also. Let's look at them again. These are some, not all of them. These verbs followed with the infinitive with to. You say decide to study, afford to pay some money, plan to travel, plan to build, expect to hear, expect to see, and hope to do, learn to do what, and refuse to do something, and manage also, one of the verbs that followed with the infinitive with to. Yeah, manage to. I managed to, for example, visit my work, and also seem. Want. All right, I want, for example, to do a project or something, and also pretend. Right? There are so many verbs that followed by the infinitive with to. We have also afford and decide, plan, expect, hope, learn, refuse, manage, seem, want, pretend. And also we have promise to. Yeah, promise to. Right? Yeah, immediately when you find one of these verbs, it must be followed by the infinitive with to. Right? Other verbs can be seen in a sentence to be followed with infinitive with to, but after an object. After an object, right? For example, a verb, object, and the infinitive is to. For example, here verb, object, and then infinitive with to. Right. These are what? Order. The verb order. Right? I ordered my assistant, right, to do a certain job, or to get me something, or to finish his work early. Right? The verb order, and also the verb teach. Right? I taught my friend how to swim, for example. Right? I taught him to swim. I taught him to read fast. Right? The verb teach also, and the verb persuade. Persuade. Right? If we are okay, we have the verb persuade, also one of the verbs that followed with the infinitive with to, and also invite. Right? You invite someone to visit you at home. You invite someone to play with you, right? And the verb invite. And some other verbs. Also, the infinitive with to comes after some certain adjectives, right? Like what? We have some adjectives, right? We have infinitive with to. Like easy, for example. Yeah, this task is easy to do, right? Easy to practice. Yeah, easy, also difficult. Right? These are what? Easy is not a verb. It's an adjective, right? And difficult also is not a verb. It's an adjective, right? And happy also. When you say, I'm happy to see you here, I am happy to meet you again, right? And also we have good. It's good to hear from you. Yeah, these are the verbs that follow by the infinitive with to. Let's have some more revision on the first part. Our lesson for today is about verbs, as we have started our lesson with. And the verbs, we can classify or categorize or put them into two main groups. The first part of the verbs is the main verbs, right? These can be action verbs or state verbs. And these main verbs in English are classified into two major parts. Regular verbs, which are form their past, and past participle is D or ED. Like the verb cook, the past, the infinitive here, cook, and the past is cooked, and the past participle is cooked. The irregular verbs, these are as go, the past is went, the past participle is gone. Eat, the past is ate, the past participle is eaten. Speak, the past is spoke, the past participle is spoken, right? These are very important to keep them by heart, the irregular verbs, right? But the regular verbs can only find their past and past participle end in D or ED, right? As in the verb love. The past is loved, only you add D. And the past participle also is loved, you only add D. And the helping verbs, right? We have verb to be, in which you find am, are, is. And the past is was, were, and been. Also, we have was here. You see? And also in the helping verbs or auxiliary verbs, we have the verb to do. Right? In the verb to do, we get do, does, did, and done. Also, the third part of the helping verbs, these are verb to have, which is have, has, and had, right? In addition to the modal auxiliaries, right? These are auxiliary verbs, verb to be, verb to do, verb to have. We have other auxiliaries, we call them modal auxiliaries. Those are must, shall, will, would, may, might, and so on. But our concern for today is only about the infinitive with to. We have the infinitive here. Okay, we can have some more examples on the infinitive with to. Okay, have a look here. For example, look at this verb. The verb go, right? Which we call it the infinitive without to, right? Go. Sometimes we find this verb in this shape, goes, right? We find it like this, going. Also, we can get it like this, went, which is the past of go, right? And we get to go, and this is our concern for today, with which we call it the infinitive with to. Yeah, this is infinitive with to, and this is our lesson for today. This is the infinitive with to. And also we have gone, right? And go, went, gone, goes, going. Right. Here, this infinitive with to must be preceded by, in order to find it this way, there must be some certain verbs come before this infinitive with to, like hope. You see, I hope to go there again, right? On the side, all right? I've decided to visit my relative next holiday, right? And also we have easy, adjective. It is easy for me to go to the other bank of the river, right? Not difficult, right? This is an adjective, yeah, right? And this is a very short revision on, okay, last holiday, our school plan okay, have a look here. Last holiday, our school planned on a picnic to the family park. We look at the verb plan right in the past, and it's one of the verbs that usually come before the infinitive with to. So the verb in brackets, which is go, we need to change it into infinitive with to be like this. How can we do it? We say right, plan to go on a picnic, right? I invited right? I invited my friend right? Me at home. So we have the verb here, visit. We look at this sentence first. We see there is the verb here, invite. And when we find such a verb, it must be followed by an object and then an infinitive with to. So we have visit. I invited my friend to visit me right? To visit me at home. And also the infinitive with to can be preceded by some adjectives, right? One of these adjectives like easy, okay? For example, it was, see, easy the exam. Okay, full stop. The verb here is pass, P-A-S-S, right? So we look at the sentence first. We get the adjective easy, right, before the verb. And in our rule there, when using infinitive with to, when there is an adjective, it must be followed by the infinitive with to. Right, you say it was easy to pass the exam. To pass the exam. Yeah, that is all about the infinitive with to. And next time we are going to have some more examples on the infinitive without to, and also we have gerund. From this diagram here, you see this is the infinitive with to, right? And this is the infinitive without to. Also, there are some verbs followed by the infinitive without to, and this going here could be something called gerund, or right, the present participle of a verb, right? Also, we use it as a noun here when we come to have this lesson, right? These are the infinitive with to, and this is the infinitive without to, and this is, we call it gerund, right? Next time we will see it, inshallah, in our lessons with this channel, inshallah. I hope that you have followed me thoroughly well, and you have got the idea of how to use the infinitive with to, which is simple and easy, right? Infinitive with to usually come after some certain verbs, like those on the board there, like decide, afford, plan, expect, hope, learn, refuse, manage, seem, want, pretend, promise. And also the infinitive with to can appear after some certain verbs, but after an object, right? Like the verb order, right? The verb order, right, takes an object, and then the infinitive with to comes after. For example, I ordered my assistants to finish the task. And also teach. It is a verb that is followed with the infinitive with to, but after an object, right? I taught my brother to swim, right? And persuade, and also invite. And the infinitive with to also can appear or can come after some adjectives like easy, difficult, happy, and good, right? It's good to see you, right? It's good to be here. I am happy to hear from you, right? I am happy to get this gift, for example. It is easy to finish this task early. It is difficult to climb a mountain. Yeah, that's all about the infinitive with to, my dear pupils, for today. I hope that you have understood this simple and easy lesson, which will prepare you when you come to get the infinitive without to and the gerund. Thank you so much, my dear. I hope you have enjoyed our lesson for today. But before we leave, I would like to advise you, as I usually do, please stay home or stay safe. Use water and soap to wash your hands. Right? Keep yourself away from crowd to protect your family, your society, community, and your country. Thank you so much, my dear. I hope to see you again next time, and goodbye.